Hello, and welcome to
Sorry.
another episode of Genie in a Podcast, the expanded edition. This is not a well-planned episode. I'm going to admit that now. I'm feeling ill. There's a storm coming. Corey, who's my special guest today, he just finished traveling, so we're going
Yes.
through it. But we couldn't
Yeah.
get through Halloween without addressing the queen of Halloween, Christina Aguilera.
The Hallow-Queen.
Yes, and I totally spaced out that this shirt that he's wearing is from the Hallow-Queen collection?
Yeah.
And then
Yeah, she did
I
like
don't
four
remember
or
this at
five
all.
shirts. Yeah, this is kind of like the Bloody Xtina one. But I
Uh-huh.
really liked, she did another like really graphic one with like blood coming out of her mouth that she was like kind of dressed up like a vampire. I was trying to look for that shirt, but I couldn't find it in time.
Oh, you
But
have
this
it.
was another. Yeah, I do have it. I bought every one of her collections. I buy everything when it comes out.
Oh my gosh, you're
So I
so
have
crazy.
it somewhere. I know.
Yeah.
I have it somewhere. I just couldn't find it.
So you have every piece of that collection.
Yes.
What?
Yeah.
Oh my
I'll,
gosh.
I'll even buy like the ones that like are just like specifically like meant for like females, just to like
Yeah.
have a piece of it cataloged for the collection. Yeah.
Oh, is that why you have the panties?
Yeah. Yeah. Like I have like the strip panties. I've got like she had like some tube top type
Uh-huh.
dresses and like female cuts things. But I don't
Don't lie.
wear them.
We know you wear
Really.
them.
And I've actually never wore the shirt before
Really?
either. I
Oh, how
like I
special.
put it in my yeah. So I took it out and I was like, I got home from my trip and like I like threw it into like the washer and was like ran it through like the so because it'd be like in
So it's
storage.
no longer mint
Since I got it,
condition.
I wouldn't say that. No,
So you can't resell it. Not that you would.
no, and I don't think I would. But yeah, no.
But it's
Well,
crazy
I
that
don't know.
that you
People, I think
oh.
the resale clothing like industry is like booming right now. Like I
Even
feel
for
like
like merch.
Whatnot and like TikTok, we have like merch, but like I just think retail like clothes, like vintage clothes, and especially
Hmm.
like vintage concert T-shirts are like really like expensive right now. So
Oh, I
like
didn't realize that.
I've seen like Guns N' Roses. Yeah, yeah, that's like there's like a big thing with that right now. Like I've seen like Britney Spears like vintage ones like go
Hmm.
for like $125. Like the old like Madonna and like Guns N' Roses and
Mm.
yeah, stuff like that. So
Oh my gosh, that's so cool. You're just sitting on this landmine of money.
yeah, maybe not, but I don't
That's
know.
why I
I
told
don't know
Ashley that we're gonna
Christina's
go rob him.
resellable value.
Oh yeah, maybe not right now, but she's like planning things. We'll have to talk about
I'm sure my
Christmas and
husband would
everything.
be like, just open up the garage door for you guys. He's like, take it
Oh,
all.
is there anything on the back of that one?
There's not. No,
Oh,
it's
okay,
just kind of like the bloody Xtina
that's
shirt.
nice. It's like
The other one
simple.
that the other one I'm thinking of, I think it's like a dark gray or it's like black, and it's a picture of her in the costume she wore that year, which it was like
Mhm.
kind of like it was like a Dracula, but like Bram Stoker's Dracula,
Oh, so
like
this
the
was
very
last year.
Victorian. No, it
Yeah.
wasn't last year. It was a couple of years ago, and like it said like Hallow-Queen on it, like Halloween, but Hallow-Queen. And if I remember right, it was the same
Mhm.
year that she had that song for the Addams Family soundtrack.
I feel like
So
that's a
I
good
think like
segue to talk about the Addams Family soundtrack.
yeah, I also just like a smidge thought it was like Christina's way of like putting her like stamp on a holiday since Mariah Carey had that like Christmas on lock. So
Yes, yeah, she knows to stay away from that holiday,
yeah, except for
and
this year.
we're trying, especially because we're on a diet. We're staying away from Thanksgiving, so she's like,
Oh
perfect. We can have the candy.
yeah,
So as we know, she's been obsessed with Halloween. So she has that song, "Haunted Heart." And
yes.
I didn't realize that she was a part of the writing. How much do we know? But, like she could have just added, how people like say that Beyonce just adds like a here and there word and then they get credit,
Yeah.
which is
Yeah.
that's alleged, by the way. Like, we don't know.
I don't think
But
it actually is though. Cause like I heard If I Had a Boy on
mhm.
MySpace sung by a different singer like 6 months before Beyonce released it, and I was shocked to see that Beyonce was listed as the first writer. I was like,
Oh, really?
okay, I heard this song, I know this song. Like I heard it before Beyonce even sang it. It was crazy, but she was somehow
What,
listed as the
really?
first writer. hmm And I was
Oh, so I
like,
guess
that's
that,
when I like was like, okay, that's not a rumor. That's like legit. Yeah.
dang.
Yeah, yeah. And it was like
Well,
very like slowed down, like an acoustic version, like sang by like some like folk singer.
mhm,
But yeah, yeah.
dang. Well, actually, I hate that song. So that works out.
Me too, a little bit.
But anyway, so we're talking about Haunted Heart, which is a perfect Halloween song. It's unfortunate, I think, that we didn't get like a Christina like album art cover because it's associated with haunted or the Addams Family.
Hmm.
Because now, like, I look at the single and it's always going to have that like artwork of them, which I guess is fine because then it's associated with that specific era. But allegedly, it was online that that was supposed to be a part of an era that was unreleased. Like, music was created, you know, because we know she's always making music. And it does seem like she was using like different style, like choices of singing in that song. And I like the texture in her voice. What else did she do? I think she had a lot of fun making that song. It's just
Yeah,
because that I'm not going to sing it. I'm trying to
yeah,
avoid singing it. But she's using her voice to create these characters and this like online it was talking about comparing it to like a Billie Holiday. She wanted something that felt old, like
yeah,
it could have been written what I
yeah. That
guess
evokes
mid
that
century.
like yeah, almost like a haunted house, right? Like
Yes.
you think you don't think about these new modern homes as haunted homes. You think of like the old Victorian style homes
Yes.
that are creaky. And yeah, I think you're absolutely right, Christian. Like when she sings it like in character.
Yeah.
I think really, really well. And she kind of puts one of the like a creepy like undertone. Yet she like really played with that song a lot. And yeah, you can
Yeah.
tell she was totally in her element. And when she performed it, like she performed the hell out of it. She did a
That
really, really
one
good job. It's
time.
one of my yeah, I know that one time, but it was so good that I was just like, yeah, yeah. And she yeah, one of my favorite performances from Christina Aguilera, believe it or not. Just because
Yes.
like it was like so like theatrical and
Hmm.
she was like so into it and yeah, Mike was on of course. But
Yes.
when she performs at like her height and her mic is on at the same time, that is like my favorite. Like, yeah,
Totally. I went back and I listened to that performance. It was at the Freeform. They had some kind of like there's like
spooktacular like
yes.
Halloween. Yeah.
Yeah, something. She was given some random award, which I'm sure she just showed up because to promote the single and had no clue she was getting an award. She was like,
Yeah.
"What's this?" She was getting an award for something. Breaking news! I forgot to turn my notifications off. Nicholas has let me know that Nelly Furtado has officially retired. Good for her.
Well,
To
yeah.
rest. We all deserve some
I
rest.
mean, yeah. I mean, she hasn't done a lot like recently, but she had like a little bit
Yeah.
of a comeback. Her song went like TikTok viral or something. But
Yes. I wish I could retire at that age too. Also, but whatever. Anyway,
yeah, you're talking about the Freeform, the award.
oh yeah, so I went back. You're right. Like she did a great performance of that song, but the editing is weird because I could tell that it was thrown in, especially because that song, you know, was for the Adams Family. People don't really know it, so people can't sing along to it. But also the cut to like audiences, they were clearly like laughing or cheering or something that was not her performance. Not to say her performance wasn't great, but they were cheering on for a specific reason. And
Yeah.
for some reason, they edited that as like the cut to the audience, like during her performance. And I was like, that doesn't look like it was edited well. So it was something I did
Carlos
find jarring.
Aguilera was one of those
Who's
cuts,
Carlos
as I remember.
Aguilera?
Oh my God, Carlos Aguilera is he was a like one of the first like Christina influencers, I guess. He did
Hmm.
Aguilera online for a long time. So he had
Really?
like yeah, I met him through a forum in 2003 ish, like during the strip era,
Uh
and
huh.
he partnered with another guy, which I don't know what happened to him, but yeah, they did Aguilera Online, which was like a main like hub for the Christina
Yeah, I remember
community.
hearing about that one.
Yeah, yeah, and then yeah, like then he did a bunch of like merchandise. I wear a couple of his shirts still. He did like some fan art stuff, and then like I don't know, he just kind of I think got away from it the last couple of years.
Oh,
But yeah,
dang.
he's one of them that like they close in up on him.
So he was there. So
Carlos.
he's probably still a fan. It's not like he randomly was like, oh, I hate this lady.
No, yeah, no, he's definitely like a huge fan. He was also
Oh,
like
I
at
love
like
that.
the recording of the Storytellers. Is like another one I remember
Oh,
seeing him at.
really?
Yeah,
Wait, is
he used
he's
to.
not the guy that he cuts to and he's like overly animated, right?
I could be.
Oh my gosh, I want to find him.
Yeah, yeah, he's available online. I have conversations with him quite frequently. But yeah,
Oh my
he
gosh,
used to
we have
like
to
get
have
like
him.
invited by like her team to like go do stuff like those
How
tapings.
cool. How
Yeah,
sweet.
I'm sure he was invited to that.
I think I talked about it in a previous episode with someone else that every time I watch the storytellers, they always did a cut to this one particular person. I guess it's just Carlos Aguilera
It can
because he
be.
was like super animated. He was really into the music. And even at some point, she like calls him out into, you know, it's like they're so like connected
Yeah,
while she's performing and love that.
and I remember he does have a close up on that one too.
Oh my gosh,
He
how
does. So I bet you
exciting.
it's the same guy. Yeah, you should get him on the show
Yes.
and talk about like the things he's done. He's done some crazy things. When I was going through and like looking for like my stuff,
Hmm.
I found my Christina lookbook for the Dirty video, and I was like, I should have like showed this.
You
But
should.
yeah, Trish
We'll do it.
Somerville's assistant sold me like a couple of her lookbooks from like the music video sets, like the
Uh-huh.
inspo books, and then he also gave me like a Hawaiian plate that Christina Aguilera like made for everybody on her tour when they went to Hawaii for her first tour. So I have it with the note that's like
What?
signed by her.
That's so
Yeah.
cool. Is this whenever this stylist assistant was like hurting for money?
I'm guessing. I don't know. He was just like, as I'm getting older, he's like, this stuff is just like, I asked him
It
about
is.
it. And it just like sits in my house. And he's like, she's got so many fans that love her. And I'd rather it go to somebody who would appreciate it.
Yeah,
So
that is
yeah,
really cool though.
yeah,
You
it
have
is
to
really,
show
really
us.
cool. Yeah, it is really cool. It's got like the location scouts. It's got like the thing for like what they ate that day and like, the
Oh my
schedule of like what
gosh.
Christmas was. Yeah, it's so cool to like have that. And I recognized his face. Like I knew who he was. I'd seen him like in her entourage before. So like I
Okay.
wanted to make
Was
sure
he
it was
in
like
the
legit.
like yes. Was he
Making the
in
video?
that video? Yeah. Well, remember that one where they went to like stripped in New York City and it was like
Yep.
TRL and Carson. Okay. Was he the man who like touched her butt and she's like, I said don't touch my butt?
I don't know. I don't know exactly what you're talking about with that one. I don't
Okay.
remember that.
Okay.
But like, so he was an assistant to Trish Somerville, her stylist.
Okay.
So like,
So what if
usually
that was?
If Trish was on camera, you'd see
Yeah.
him. Yeah,
Okay. Because she was like coming
yeah,
out of the trailer and I guess he was styling or something and
yeah,
touching her butt.
yeah.
And
I
then
think that's him.
like because every time I watch that, I'm like, oh, I wonder if she's joking, if they're joking, or if she's like joking but trying to tell him to stop touching her butt. Like boundaries.
Yeah, yeah.
But we'll never know.
I don't know. Yeah.
Maybe that's why he got fired and he doesn't have money, and so he had to sell all of his possessions.
Oh my god.
Speculation. It's all alleged. We're just having fun. Anyway, so Haunted Heart.
Yes. So Haunted Heart.
So that was a great
Yes.
performance. I wish she would perform it again, but who knows like how she needs to like own being the queen of Halloween.
Yeah, I
Yes.
agree because no one does Halloween quite like Christina Aguilera. No one
Mhm.
does. Well, besides Mariah Carey is like so over the top with Christmas, but Christina throws down for Christmas too. And I wish she would record a Christmas album. But I'm titillated on thinking about Christina doing like a Halloween album. I think that'd be so amazing. And
Yes.
who knows if that's like a rumor or not? Because like if you look at like Lady Gaga, like her whole new album is basically, I think, just like kind of throwaways or like at least inspirations from her Harley Quinn thing, which that went
Huh?
over like a fart in a spacesuit. That movie was terrible, and I feel so terrible for her because you could tell that she was like super excited. But like think about it, like disease. I can be your disease. If you think about like she's got this one of my favorite songs on like that album is like it's all kind of like dark, right? Like
Yeah.
abracadabra, like all that. It's all kind of like in the mindset of Harley Quinn, and it fits right along with that.
Is this speculative or is everybody talking?
I don't think so.
Really?
Yeah, because like that was supposed to be something like really big for her, and that's why like
Yeah.
they released those singles, and like she released that single, and then like the album came out like 6 months later because they like put a pause on that
You're
because
right.
it was
I didn't even
tanking.
put it together.
Yeah, it was like
Yeah, because
tanking, and then like
disease didn't do anything.
mm-mm. Yeah, and she has that other one that's like, which I love. That you
Was it
like my hand.
was
It's a slow song. Okay, she's on your mind like all the time. But
the one
I'm
that
with
sounds like Taylor Swift wrote it.
yes.
How bad?
But if
How
you
bad do
listen,
you want me?
yeah, how bad do you want me? That's
Yeah.
about like the relationship between Harley Quinn and Joker. Like Joker's
Really?
rejecting her throughout the whole movie. Yeah, he
Well, I never
leads
saw
her
the
on
movie.
to. Well, I mean, it's an
Yeah.
age old thing, but that's
Yeah.
what Joker is to Harley Quinn. Harley Quinn in her mind thinks that he's in love with her, and the whole time he's just using her. He uses her to do her bidding,
Gosh.
and that's what the movie's about. So, like, if you think about it, like that whole album is like that. So, to think that like that doesn't happen to artists is kind of
Yeah.
crazy. So, like, to think that maybe Christina was inspired by that and it was part of a bigger project is pretty exciting to think about. And yeah, I think she could do it. Like, screw the Christmas album, do a Halloween album. Give us
Totally.
it. Especially if it's like, in that same style as Haunted Heart, because that's such a great song.
Definitely. Yes. Actually, so whenever you said Halloween album, what made me think of what I thought about was Kim Petras. I think she had EPs and then they
Yeah.
ended up coming all together. She could totally do that.
Yeah. Yeah. She's got a bunch of really good ones that, like, that one era that she kind of like, she like came out, and I
Oh yeah.
don't remember what the names of the songs are right now, but they were all kind of like dark themed, right? Like
Yeah.
they all kind of had some type of like a Halloween element to them. Yeah,
Yes.
in that same light. Yeah,
Yes. Yeah. Christina could totally own that.
yeah. Oh yeah, she'd be great.
Yes. And so besides Haunted Heart, she also has another, well, I won't say Halloween, but it's definitely like conjures up that kind of like vibe. It's Brujeria. And that's from
Hmm.
her Spanish language album. For those of you who don't listen to it, go stream it.
Shame on
Um,
you. Yeah,
yeah,
it's a good
right.
album.
Have you ever visited a, I guess, bruja or even curandera? How is it?
Curandera,
Yes.
curandera. Yeah.
Yes.
So I haven't. My husband definitely has. His
Oh
mom.
my gosh, really?
Yeah, my husband's from Mexico, Ciudad Obregón. So,
Uh-huh.
yeah, like whenever they had like ailments, and, like you know, his mom didn't want to like take him to like the doctor. They go see the curandera, and you know, they would like you know, put like two limes and like a you know pepper and mix it up with you know like anytime he gets like a burn or something he like puts mustard on it and I'm like I don't think that does
Mustard.
anything for you, but it's like stuff that he's like learned through that. So
Yeah.
have I? No, but like do I think that there's like could there be people out there who's able to like put that? I believe in energy, and I think witches like you know, could. Oh my god, that is so perfect for this episode. I heard that.
Okay, because usually you can't hear anything that that's going
Someone's
on in the
texting
background.
me right now. No,
Woo!
I definitely heard that. That was like really loud.
I'm
So
keeping that in.
I'm gonna like stop talking about the witches. No, no,
No,
I think that there are people who can like muster up
totally.
energy and
Yeah.
maybe like learn how to like train themselves to like channel that into something. And I think that's kind of witchcraft and Wiccan. And so
Mhm.
yeah, I think so. I believe
Okay.
in that a little bit.
I went only once, and it was with this friend. I think I was not told specifically where I was going with her. And so I was like bamboozled. I'm like, what are we doing here? And it was like it wasn't in the front, so like front facing of the place. Like it had an entrance and it did feel like a formal entrance. It was just like off the street. And so like what you would think. And it just felt, I don't know, not ominous, but it just felt like dark. And
Yeah.
not in a dark, like in a bad way. It's just like, I don't know. I just remember there
Eerie.
like being eerie. Yeah.
Yeah.
So like I don't want to
Yeah.
say it was a bad thing, but yeah, that she went for like I think at the time like healing, but of the heart. So like I think she was going through
Mm,
a heartbreak, but also she was
yeah.
looking for like guidance, like, what should I do with this thing? Kind of like, have you ever had like a
Like
tarot reading?
Ariel. Ariel went to like the sea witch because her heart was
True.
hurting and it didn't work out
Yeah.
for her. No, it just,
Oh my
but
god.
yeah.
This friend ended up losing her legs too.
Oh my God.
I'm just kidding. No, she didn't.
Christian. Okay. Christian,
Mwah.
you're terrible. I'm like, oh my God, we're talking about this person. Okay.
No.
But yes, we, you know, thank God for the legs. But yeah,
Yeah.
like, yeah, I don't know. Like, I wouldn't be like opposed to it. Like, when I was a kid growing up, I was obsessed with the movie The Craft. Like,
Hmm.
light as a feather, stiff as a
Me too.
board. Like I think every gay like growing up in like the 90s had like some type of affinity for that movie because it made witchcraft so cool. Like I don't know, I got really interested in it, but there was like this place that opened up. They marketed it as like new age and it was like in the
It's
mall.
called Hot Topic.
No, no. This place was like, you know, it's very low key, like a lot of like really dark purple lighting, and like
Hmm.
there were like books with like pentagrams on them, and like a lot of beads, and like, you know, sage wrapping, and like
Hmm.
candles, and just like little like potion bottles, like full of stuff. And she was always doing something weird, like in the back of the store, like mixing stuff up. I had no idea what she was doing. But I went in there one time and I got such like the creeps that like I couldn't like it literally freaked me out, and I like was like, okay, that's like the universe's way of telling me like this isn't something I should like pursue. But yeah, like I wouldn't be lying if like I didn't think that that's a little intriguing. And you know,
So,
as you grow up and you know you learn that like with energy you get back what you put out. If you're a
hmm
negative person and you're nasty and you spill hate, you're gonna be liable to get that back. And I think it's kind of like the same thing with like witchcraft. I feel like if you use like that type of like power, or if you have a way to like conjure energy, into something positive, I feel like something positive is going to come back. And so I think it's,
Totally.
yeah, I think it's
Because
kind
hopefully
of
you're doing it for
subjective.
good reasons.
And that's also kind of a little bit scary because, like, every villain is a hero in someone's eyes. It just depends
Yes.
on what side of that, narrative you're partial to. So, who's to say what's positive and what's good? So you may be doing something in your mind that's like positive, but it could be, negative, and, so that's the
Are you
tricky part
saying
of
like
it.
good and evil is like relative?
Yeah, I think it's subjective. I think it
Yeah,
just depends on who you're talking to.
totally.
So yeah, it's something that, like, I don't know, I just wouldn't feel comfortable messing with, to be honest. It's kind
Right.
of freaky. But yeah.
Have you ever had a tarot reading?
I have not, but I've went with my aunt to one and I thought it
Mm-hmm.
was fake. At least the person we see. I don't want to like call anyone out and I don't want to like offend anyone, but like they were kind of like kind of gypsy-ish. Like I don't
Mm-hmm.
know, like I don't mean to like
I
pen
don't
any
think we're
like
supposed to call that anymore, but yes,
yeah,
I
well,
forget the new word
they
for the
like
correct.
refer to
Yeah,
themselves like it's like gypsy tarot
they
reading,
do
like
for
that's the
sure.
name of their business. But like they kind of like, yeah, they kind of like,
Yeah.
they'll just like say stuff like you've got a man in your life, which is like
I
90% of
wish.
us. Yeah. um Someone is, you're coming today because
I
you're at a
wish.
crossroads in your life, and it's like, yeah,
Yes.
something's not going the way you wanted it to go.
So
It's
it's
like,
just like
yeah.
vague statements that
Yeah,
could be
it's just like
applied to anybody.
vague, like that could apply to anyone, and then they kind of like wait for your response, hope
Mm-hmm.
that you overshare, and then
Mm-hmm.
use that as like an avenue to go down. It felt like that to me,
Mm-hmm.
and my aunt was in the same spot. She was going there to like heal her heart, on something and bless her heart. But like you can tell when
Yeah.
someone's going through something, and those people can like pick up on it. So do I necessarily believe that 100%? Not
I think there is
really.
some like some people can like just like how you see it with said with energy. Some
Yeah,
people can like channel it. Of course, there are people who are like are scam artists or like fake, and
yeah,
you can like, see like, oh, this schmuck, or like let me look at their Instagram and see who's coming or something. I don't know,
yeah. I've
but
seen
yeah.
them
So
do
I've
it like
had
on like TikTok Live. People read
yeah.
tarot cards through TikTok. I'm like, mm-mm.
One time, oh, so how does this tie into? We're not losing you, the audience. So how does this tie into Christina Aguilera? Because she had Brujeria on her album Aguilera, which was I thought it was an interesting choice, but it's really cool that she decided to play into different like not mythologies, but different aspects of like not specifically Mexican, but Latino
Yeah,
culture.
yeah,
And it's interesting. I was talking to like my mother, how because there's a whole culture of like if you're from Texas, and it's probably a little bit toxic. It's just that if you're from Texas, you're not Mexican. I was like, oh, we are.
yeah,
Like, well, we're Tex-Mex, and but then so like you lose your culture,
yeah,
and so even further back with being Mexican or Latino. Oh, we were talking about Day of the Dead, so Dia de los Muertos. And I told her I was like, oh well, I'm gonna research that later because I wonder how far back that goes, and it definitely has to be more so like indigenous than like when the Spanish came.
yeah,
And so, like all of this, I'm thinking about just because Christina Aguilera sang this random song, Brujeria,
yeah,
but it's crazy
yeah.
because like especially like a lot of like Catholic and stuff like late night on TikTok, I'll be scrolling, and of course that's whenever it gets to like doomsday and it talks about witches, and which I love, but I also get scared of. And I loved hearing about all these like little like scary stories and like vampires and stuff in like Mexico or Argentina or Peru. Actually, recently I heard about
Chupacabras.
Argentina. Yes,
Oh,
oh
yeah,
gosh. But yeah, Brujeria is a good song. It plays into that, but not in the trope kind of way. It's like, but that one is more so like a love, like she's being bewitched by that person.
yeah, yeah. In a really like interesting way. I think, and I don't know. There's like no proof about this, so like I don't know. But like I feel like that was going to be part of a bigger. By the way, it is my favorite song on the Aguilera album, like
Hmm.
hands down. I love Brujeria. And I thought, and I don't know, like if you share the sentiment, but like I thought that that was going to be the next single because, like, if you think about where the song that she did with, like, I think her name's Teeny,
Yes, suéltame.
yeah, Suéltame, yeah.
Yeah,
So she was poisoned in the
yeah,
video, and then it was like a to be continued thing that never happened. Just
yeah,
like, you know what I mean? And like that whole, we talked about it like in a previous episode where like we kind of feel like that album was like rush release. We knew that like she wanted to get in for the Latin Grammys and there was like a cutoff, so they like rushed that like third part. But like what I thought she was going to come back from the dead in Brujeria, like in the video, and like unmask like who did it, and she kind of had that whole like dark like under vibe, even in like Santo Salvame,
Oh
like
yeah,
she, you know what I mean? Like it was kind of like really
like
like when she's like
otherworldly.
walking up, yeah, it was really
Yeah.
witchy kind of coming in. She was really dark in it, and
Hmm.
she was like out in the forest like a witch does, and she had like all these like creatures that were had like
In her
like
red latex.
foresty, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, and so she was going for that vibe. So I thought that that would have been the natural next single, and it just kind of like stopped, and we never got like a continuance to that. So I thought that that was what was going to happen. I was like, I bet you Brujeria is coming out next, and she's going to like come back from the dead and like
No.
get this guy who's like been haunting her. Yeah, such a good song. Should have been a single. Big missed opportunity, but she could have did something really spooky with it. And yeah, I love that. I love when she taps into that like that dark lady thing that she does so well.
Yes. And
Really,
a lot
really
so
good.
lastly, with songs, people forget, but she also had her version of the Addams Family theme song.
Yeah, which is on I think the second
Yes.
soundtrack. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Which is cool. It's of course like super short and sweet.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's
I
kind of a
mean, it is
throwaway.
just like a jingle type of song. But yeah,
Yeah.
a lot of people don't know about it. I thought it was a big missed opportunity not to put it on like a vinyl. And like, you know what they did is like they kind of like pushed Christina out a little bit. They released some like really terrible song that Snoop Dogg did. Like,
I heard that recently because I was going back
yeah,
for research for this, and then I was like, "Oh, I've never heard the song." So they
yeah,
pushed that song.
they pushed that one out. Like Haunted Heart came out, and then like 2 weeks later, um, they released like the Snoop Dogg one, which was absolutely terrible. Nothing
Yes.
Halloween about it at all, besides like a few lyrics, but it didn't sound Halloween. It was like,
Something
you know,
about that
people
gave me
calling
like
burlesque a musical. It's like burlesque isn't a musical. Burlesque is a movie with musical numbers in it.
music in it.
But a musical is advanced by dialogue that's turned into music form that pushes the story forward. These are
What do
musical
you mean?
numbers that are,
Wagon Wheel Watusi.
I mean, these are like these are numbers that are performed in a
Yes. Yeah.
movie, but
Yeah.
there's no dialogue that takes place in the
Yeah, it's moving.
musicality
Yeah.
of it that
Yeah.
classifies it as a musical. So it bothers me when people do that, and I feel like it's kind of in that same line where it's just
Yeah.
like I don't know, it just to me it didn't feel at all Halloween, that Snoop Dogg one, and I thought Christina's song was like so much better, and I wish she got a music video. I don't know if you've seen it, but she got like a music video,
Of
which is
what?
just basically when she's got a
Of
music video
Haunted
for
Heart?
it.
Oh, do you mean
Yeah,
the
for Haunted
lyric
Heart.
video or the?
Yeah, it's like a
She's
lyric
singing in
video.
the
Yeah,
studio. She's pretending
yeah,
to
it's
sing with
very like
her.
the '90s, like in the studio. Yeah, yeah,
Yes.
a la
I did see that one.
Celine Dion, Mariah Carey type of thing. But yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So like I don't know. I feel like it was a missed opportunity. I feel like they should have like did like a 7 inch with like
Seven
Haunted
inches.
Heart, a different 7 inch.
Oh, hot dog?
I'm not talking about no Subway classic.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I thought they could have like put that like on one side and then put the Adams Family like thing on the other side. And I'm like, "Ah, I wish they did that.
That's a
I
great
think
idea.
Christina Aguilera loves doing like little mini projects in between like her big thing. She's the
Yeah.
soundtrack regular, right? Like, and I feel
Yeah.
like she always gets screwed when it comes to like physical releases. They didn't release Mulan soundtrack on vinyl at all, even
The
though
new
like
one or the old one?
Dumbo got a soundtrack release on vinyl.
Really?
And like, yeah, and they didn't put Christina Aguilera's 3 tracks that she recorded for that Mulan live action on vinyl. And I know the
Three?
pandemic was happening. Yeah, she did 3. She did
Loyal, Brave, and True.
yeah, Loyal, Brave, and True. She did Reflection,
Reflection.
2018, and then she did the Spanish version of you Loyal, Brave, and
Reflection.
True. No,
What?
Loyal, Brave, and
Oh my
True.
gosh! I think I've heard it
Girl,
once.
girl. Oh my
I'm gonna
God.
have to listen to
Well,
this after this. Yes, I totally forgot.
yeah, yeah. So she did a Spanish version of it. So I just thought like it would just be like I don't know. I was like I always get like taken back that they don't do that. And then Urban Outfitters announced that they were releasing the Addams Family animated movie on a vinyl, and got so excited about it, and I ordered it and immediately canceled it because people started complaining that Christina Aguilera's song wasn't on it. It was a score. So like
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like,
But who
oh
would
no
want that?
no. Well, I don't know. Like as a collector, I mean, who the score? Yeah, nobody wants that.
Yeah,
But
well, especially the score to like it's different if it was like maybe the original like soundtracks to like the TV series or something, but for this movie
yeah,
that was kind of like
for I
I
know
don't
for like
know.
this like animated one that I was just like, yeah, I don't know, and like I don't know, I would have appreciated them to like put that out there. I can't imagine that it's like expensive to do that to like license a song. It's already like you have the copyrights for it. Throw it on a seven
Yeah.
inch, put it out there, and I guarantee it would sell. But yeah, yeah, I don't know.
Oh my
It's just
gosh.
like missed opportunities for Christina.
Let's text Christina right now. Like we can just get it on
I
there.
could if I would. I
Yes.
don't know that she has any say in that either. Like I think
Oh, she
the
doesn't, but
release
her
stuff, her label.
management and her label. We need to
Yeah.
talk to them. We need to have an episode basically venting about them. Their
Hmm.
fake, like not fake, but their crazy website that has like broken links and she's not even on it, which is weird because she's like their hallmark like artist.
Yeah.
They're
Well,
quick to
yeah,
post her
she's
on
like in limbo.
Instagram.
They are. They're definitely on Instagram, but I also like I get nervous that like they're not going to be able to handle an artist of like her caliber. Like
Yes.
also, like
Yeah,
you need more than just social media posts. You
totally.
know what I mean? Like if you want her to like continue like filling like big venues and like getting big contracts like that,
And I think
like
that's whenever Rock Nation steps in because they have those kind of like relationships.
yeah,
But
they're
yeah,
all
the
over
label's
that
not like
Christmas for
for
that
sure.
Christmas, yeah, which I'm
Yeah.
so excited about.
Yes. It's gonna be so cool. We'll have to talk about that one
Yeah.
too.
I love talking about Christina. I can talk about Christina forever. I associate things in my life with like moments in Christina history. Like I'll be
Oh
like, I
really?
know what year that was because I know what Christina looked like at that time, and it looks similar. Okay.
Okay. Guess what year this is?
Ooh, her unicorn. She did a few
She
that
did.
year. Yeah, she did do, and this was for like a big party that she had, which looked
Hmm.
amazing. I'm gonna say it was probably she's got her skinny on too. She looks really skinny here.
I think that's just a
Well,
flattering angle.
yeah, well, it could be a really flattering here. I'm gonna
Yeah.
say 2021.
2020, 2017.
2017?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
This year she was
Oh,
what? The bride.
yeah, the
What's her name?
Corpse Bride.
Yes,
The
Corpse
Corpse
Bride.
Bride. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of that movie.
I've only seen
Wait,
it like once ever.
is it Corpse Bride or is it? It's not Sally, right? No, yeah, that's not Sally. That's the Corpse Bride. Yeah, not. I'm not a huge Tim Burton fan. Um, but I will say that this is probably 2019.
2002.
No way.
Wait, maybe
That's
I
a
meant
lie.
2022.
2022 probably.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so
This one.
whenever I was
She's
gathering
with
these images,
Jordan.
yes, I was
My
gathering these images. I was
goodness.
like, do I even put him? Because, it's like kind of weird talking about
Well,
your
she has
ex,
a
but
good relationship with him, I think, still.
good.
I don't think that they're like I don't
It's
know.
not
There
random.
probably was like, I mean, every divorce has got its things, but they
Yeah.
seem to co-parent well. So I don't, and I still kind of like Jordan. I think Jordan was really good for Christina in that time of her life. And I was really
Yeah.
sad when they divorced. I couldn't listen to Back to Basics for like a year. I was like,
Yeah, because it's
I can't
basically
let
like a
that one.
love album about
Yeah,
love.
it's a love album
Yeah.
to him. So,
Yes.
I'm gonna say I believe this is 2005.
2004, very close.
Ooh, okay. I know it was pre Back to Basics.
And there were some other ones like 2004, cute, close up.
She's so cute.
Here he is
Oh my
again.
goodness. She's well into Back to Basics at this point. So
Totally.
this is going to be 2000, either 2006 or 2007.
That's what I was guessing. So it's 2005.
This is 2005?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well,
Before
she
Back to Basics.
transitioned to Back to Basics way before the
Right
album
then.
came out. So
Yeah,
yeah,
she did. Because she did Tilt Your Head Back before that.
taking her time as always.
Yeah.
But yeah, so cute. And I, again, just absolutely loved Christina and Jordan together. They were just
They
so
are
cute.
cute.
They still are. My goodness, how cute is that?
Yes.
I love how festive she gets.
Yeah. How cute.
How
How
pretty.
dorky.
Yeah, yeah. You can tell she's
Okay, here we
fun.
go.
This is a good one. I think this was definitely, I want to
Like after they
say
got married?
probably, yeah, this is definitely probably 2008.
I'm going to guess 2006. 2006. Hey.
2006? Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, it's cute. I love the
And so
pink
this is
hair.
like after
Oh
Back to
yeah,
Basics
because she
came
was
out.
pregnant. She was pregnant in 2007.
Oh,
So
right.
like, yeah, so yeah, you're absolutely right. Okay. If I would have sat and thought about that, look how stunning she is. Oh my God, she should totally
Yes.
do like a movie or something. But
Yes.
yeah, she's beautiful. Okay,
Okay,
of
here she is, very
course.
pregnant.
This yes. This was definitely 2007.
2007, right.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he's
Oh, and there's
born.
little Maxie. Oh my
Oh,
goodness. How
so
adorable. Okay, 2008, obviously. I mean, maybe
Oh,
he's like a
it
year
says on the
old.
screen, but luckily you can't see it.
Does
I
it? I
don't think.
can't see it. Yeah.
Good, good. I was gonna guess 2010, but it's actually 2009. It says
2009.
because
Okay. He
this
looks
is
about
like a
two.
little bit before Bionic. After
Yeah. Oh,
she was
yeah.
getting better, and when
Mm-hmm.
allegedly people will say online where Max had the scissors and cut her bangs because
Those were
those bangs
terrible
look crazy.
bangs.
Yes,
Christina, yeah, we need to talk about that, sweetie. I think she
I'm gonna
even knew.
ask her.
I'm
Yes,
gonna bring
but it's so
Christopher
adorable. The
Bucker.
matching.
Yeah, it's so
Yes.
cute. And Max was so cute at that age.
Yes.
Oh my
Here's
goodness.
again.
This is definitely 2000. This is 2000. Is this 2008?
Yes.
Okay.
And it also gets a giveaway because he's younger in this photo than the last one.
Yeah, and also Christina is a little heavier, like in her breast area because
Oh, okay. Like,
she was breastfeeding.
yes.
So, and people thought she was like, oh, she got implants. I'm like, oh my gosh, guys, she literally
She's
just had
had
a
a baby.
baby.
Yes.
Yeah, goodness gracious. Okay, this is fun, kind of. This one went viral famous
Sloshed.
because I think she was a little sloshed in it, or at
Yes.
least her lipstick was like smeared in a photo, and that, of course, is the one that everyone printed.
Oh,
So I don't
yeah.
know if she was sloshed, but probably, and good for her. She deserves it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say this is probably
2010? She was going
2010,
through a hard time.
2011. Yeah,
Yeah.
10 or 11. And she's not with
2010.
Jordan. Okay.
Oh.
That was when her and Jordan were
And
like
who's this
separated.
random person looking like Evita in the back? Uh-oh. She's met Matt.
Ooh, I have to kind of zoom in on this one. Oh, this is Pirate. Not my favorite. This is
I
probably
agree.
my least favorite one that she's ever done. This is definitely like in the middle of her, like, if you want to say it was a messy phase, I don't think it was messy. But yeah, people like to pick on her at this time. And I'm
Yeah.
gonna say this was probably 2011, 2012.
11. Oh, here it is again.
Yeah, not my 100% favorite, but she's still super cute, and you can
Yeah.
just tell she's gonna have a good night. So
Yes.
again, good for her.
Drinking.
Not the most well thought out costume. Oh, this
Okay.
one, that's
Okay,
make
so
the world move.
this is not a Halloween costume, but I left this in, or I intentionally chose this because she really loved that dang wig. This, by the way, eventually we'll talk about this whenever we get to Lotus.
Yeah.
This poor performance, like those vocal cords were working overtime and
Uh,
really not working during this era. Everybody knows that screech in the end. But anyway,
yeah, she used
and I did a
this.
close up.
Yeah, she like promoted the album with the voice, which I thought was such a bad idea. She's
Yeah,
like probably doing double duty, but like not having the effect that I think she thought it was going to have. I think
yeah.
her mistake was that her audience is watching The Voice, and
Hmm.
we're not.
I think they
We're not
only watched
interested
it
in
for
that.
her.
I watched it for her, but I would have never
Yeah,
watched that show if it wasn't for her.
never.
The promotion of the album with the show that didn't work out. But yeah.
Also, I'm noticing right here that her mic thing is broken.
Oh
Her
my
Red
goodness.
Lips mic. Oh, weird.
Yeah.
It's because this one, that's why I left it in there.
Yeah.
She loved that wig.
Uh, yeah, this is another one. Not again, not my favorite, and
Not
not
very
because of like the way that
inspired.
she looks. Yeah, just because like
It's,
Christina is like known for doing kind of like really well thought out, like polished looks, and this one just kind of feels like she probably was like, I need a last minute costume, and it
yes.
looks
Or
like
it's
I
that
think
random wig.
yeah, that's that wig from the performance, and I think the
Yeah.
crown as well. So yeah, she just kind of
Yeah.
like threw this together. Matt even looks thrown together. I mean, that's a Party City costume bag
Yes.
costume. It's not like
Because, like,
custom. It's not
what are they?
expensive at
What is
all.
she even? A winch?
Yeah,
A
yeah.
queen winch?
But this is definitely 2012.
12? 12 for the win.
Hmm. Yeah,
There it is
I
again.
think she was just enjoying life at this time and unapologetic to like anybody else. She gained a little bit of weight.
Yeah.
I don't think she was focused on her career. she's just enjoying life as like, you know, a mom, and I think
Mhm.
it was well deserved, and I think it's great.
Yeah.
Ooh, back to the really good ones. Okay, this is definitely 2014.
Mm, 14, you're right. How'd you
Yeah.
know?
I could just tell by the way that her hair is, and
Mm,
um the way that she looks a little bit. Yeah.
mm.
This
Not a
one,
win. Not a winner.
yeah, not a winner. I don't even really remember this very well, like what this was, but I don't think it
Yeah,
was her
right.
party. That's 2015, maybe.
15, you're right.
Okay. Okay,
This
this
was like
one.
after this one because she really loves a pink like cotton
Yeah.
candy wig.
Yeah.
But this is
This looked
also
like
the
a
year
really
that
fun
she was
party.
dirty. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think that I like this one a lot because Kylie Jenner was such an influential person, like in that moment. She had a
Hmm.
lot of grasp on social media, a lot of like social media presence. So I think to be embraced by like the younger generation,
Hmm.
by someone who's like such a big influence, I think is kind of like a big thing. It was, I think, Christina's first introduction probably to that generation, where people were like,
Yeah.
"Who is that?"
Yeah, who's this old lady?
Yeah, this is definitely 17
Also, what is going on with like,
or
you know,
2019.
Kylie is dirty, which is costume. Christina's whatever. He's in pajamas. In the background, there's a snowflake. Like, is it Christmas or Halloween? It's
Yeah,
2016.
it's. I think this was actually her birthday party.
Oh, okay.
So I don't think this is Halloween. I think that this was like,
Wow.
well, what she'll do is she'll like, and I almost want to say this is 2018 because she was
Hmm.
on tour with Liberation at the time. And so she didn't get to really like celebrate the holidays. So like I feel like she did like a birthday Halloween
Oh,
Christmas extravaganza, which is I think what you're seeing here with the Christmas pajamas and like Halloween mixed in.
dang. There she is again.
So cute. And how cute
Yes.
of her to like, I don't know. You know what I mean? To like come out and like show up for Christina like that. You know, I
Yeah.
Christina, she did it on her own. She was actually wearing like a red version of this,
Yes.
Kylie. And then I think for Halloween, and then this is obviously Christina's birthday, which is in
Oh,
December. So Christina asked her, "Can you wear your
to
Halloween
read.
costume?" Yeah,
That's
yeah. I
cute.
almost
Okay.
think it
So
was like a
you're
thousand
totally right.
nights of Christina too. But yeah,
Oh, nice. There she is again for the
this
win.
one super like again, yeah, feeling herself. She did a few this year, right? This one looks
I
really
think
good. This is
so.
probably 2022,
19.
2019. Okay.
Okay, this is what you were talking about because I've never seen Fifth Element, but this is
Yeah,
the
Fifth
opera
Element.
singer.
She did the opera who has like a really cool like if you haven't heard that song, you should listen to it. But it's kind of like a I don't know, like a techno song, and it's got like
Hmm.
operatic like singing, and it's really kind of cool, and it was innovative at the moment. And so being a 2000s girl, this makes total sense, and it was so
Yeah.
cool and unexpected, very like high camp and expensive. This would definitely be God, I keep saying it, but 2021,
20. 20.
2020, the pandemic year. Interesting. Okay.
Yes. Also, I remember this specific year. I think I can't remember if it's Lizzo or was it Doja Cat was also this particular character. Or I can't remember who, but I'll throw it in. But somebody
Ooh,
else was this specific character, and it was kind of like a who did it better. But they were both
yeah,
great. Yeah.
definitely. Yeah, definitely Christine in my book, but whatever. Share.
Sure.
Stupid. I love this. This was definitely, I think this was more recent. This is definitely 2022.
23.
20,
What I think is funny about this is that the makeup artists, they whited out her, actual like eyebrows, and then they raised her eyebrows, like drew on more.
yeah, yeah,
Yes,
to give
it's
it that
funny.
longer face. Yeah,
Yes,
yeah. It was cute. And obviously she loves, I remember her doing like a little sound clip of like, Wagon Wheel Walk
Wagon Wheel Walk
Tuesday.
Juice.
Yeah, which is so iconic. And we love Cher.
Yes.
Again, I didn't love Cher until Christina. Christina
Really?
like made me fall in love with Cher. Yeah, like I knew Cher, like I knew Believe, but I was like, oh my god, that's so gay. Like that's even too gay for me. And I'm pretty gay. But like I Christina kind of opened that door to like explore her music to me, and I became like a huge like I love Cher. But I wouldn't have if she didn't do for this.
Yeah,
This one, this is like probably one of my favorites, like if
it's
not my
totally.
second favorite. Yeah, and I think this
Yeah.
is what she did like on the T-shirt where she was like Hallow-Queen. It was like this, but it was like a black and white
Oh, so
version of
that was
this,
last year.
and I love this. It is so spooky, and she did such a
Okay.
great job with like the videos with it, and it was Bram Stoker's Dracula. This was
Yes,
2024.
you're right. 24. She
2024,
had
yeah.
several this year. There was lead up to this one
Yeah,
because originally I was like, "What's going on? Like, where's the costume?" Because
yeah,
she also did. Well, that was the year prior. Three?
yeah. Was she like a devil?
Yes, I forgot what year. I didn't write it
Yeah,
down.
she looks
But
so
whatever.
good.
That was really pretty, really
Like
sexy.
her body in that, just like amazing.
That
Yeah,
same
this
year
was
she
the
did that.
alien.
Yeah, aliens,
Yeah, that was really
which is a
cool.
little like really cool.
Yeah, this is like the Christina I love so much. Look how freaking cool she looks. Like, let this
Yeah.
be an album aesthetic. Like, just
Oh,
do like
yes.
full on like ET, like take us to Mars, girl, and like give us some electro pop. You'll love
Yes.
it. Like the older generation of gays that like love that sound
Hmm.
would live for this. And yes, give us
Yes.
this. This is what we love.
Oh, I love it. Anyway,
She looks
that
so
ends
good.
our slideshow. Well, thanks for playing along and also just chatting
Yeah.
because that was the most unorganized episode I'll ever do.
Yeah.
It's heavily raining here, and
Very
I
Halloween.
think that's perfect for hopefully the lights go out and I have to light some candles and no ghosts come to me.
Yeah. Don't spoil me with a good time. But yeah, absolutely. Yeah, as always, Christian, thank you so much for having me on. It's
Mhm,
so much fun, especially talking about Christina Aguilera during the Halloween season. I'm a big Halloween
mhm,
fan, as you can see. So
mhm.
yeah, happy Halloween to you and to all of your listeners.